Hello, Steve White, Steve Out 89. Well, I hate people who pretend to be celebrities. I hate people who put up videos pretending to be celebrities or other people. Now, I recently saw a video which I thought was from Madonna's account on TikTok, and actually turned out to be by somebody else. Now, the video depicted Madonna at the grave of her brother Christopher Ciccone. Now, you may be aware he recently died, and in this video, it's basically a bunch of still photos of Madonna at his grave, at her mother's grave, with her children, and basically recreating the scene from Truth or Dare, where she goes to visit her mother's grave. And if you know much about the history of that scene and the film, and how he criticised Madonna for how she did that scene in the film, you would understand why this would be a very petty thing to do on Madonna's, for Madonna, because her brother hated that scene in Truth or Dare. He is seen in the scene standing away in the background, and it was unclear when we originally watched that why he was keeping his distance from her. It looked like he was just giving her a space, to have a moment with her mother. What it was he was offended by the fact that they were even there doing the scene and filming her visiting her mother, and the way that she was doing it, he felt he was exploiting her. They reshot different things and staged a part of the scene, and he just was really offended by it, and he put that in his book, and that was one of the things that Madonna was upset about when he wrote the book about her and their relationship. So then to see her online now, after he's dead, at his grave, taking photos and taking a video and putting it up to that music, it really seemed like a slap in the face and sort of having the last word, and an incredibly petty thing to do. And I was like, wow, that is just, if you know, you know. So I just thought, wow, that's, I was kind of shocked. And then when I was going through, I did a video talking about it, and then when I was going through looking for the pictures for the thumbnails, I went onto her Instagram, assuming I'd find the video on that there, or on a TikTok, and I didn't. I'm like, oh, I realised, I had a close look, I realised, oh, that was done by a fan. That wasn't her video. She didn't put those images to that music, and those images, I'm not sure where they all came from and how old they were, or if that's even Christopher's grave in the shot where they show his headstone, and that it could be fake. So I'm glad I didn't get sucked into that totally. I did for a minute, and then I realised, oh, that wasn't, she didn't put that out. But had she done that, that really would have been a really petty, I'm having the last word, this is revenge for you, speaking out about me in this scene, I'm going to have the last word. That's how it really came across in that moment. I was really shocked that she would have done that, and I'm glad she didn't. It was someone else, it was some fan doing it. Now, whether they knew the history and they were trying to stir up trouble, or whether they just was trying to create a video of those photos and put it to Promise to Try because it reminded them of the scene from the film, and it might have been a genuine, honest mistake, but not knowing the context of how he felt about that scene, so that's interesting. But I just want to comment on that, and comment on the fact that people do this, where they put out videos and you'll be flicking through and scrolling through, and you think you're seeing a video from someone, and it's actually someone else using like a similar name and so forth, and you just have to be careful. But unfortunately now, with AI how it is and social media how it is, there's no way of knowing what's true anymore. We really don't know what's true anymore, and it's just really scary. You have to look really hard, and even if you do, you can still be fooled. You're only going to find it if it's an honest mistake. If they're trying to trick you and trying to fool you and trying to deceive people, they're going to get away with it now these days. And it's really scary to think about, if you really think about it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this situation. And have you ever seen one of Madonna's videos that wasn't Madonna's video? Because it was created by some fan using a name or anything like that. Because I've seen a few accounts on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that have basically Madonna and something. So at first you think it's her, and then you realise, oh, that's just a fan, pretending to be her, or trying to celebrate her or promote her or whatever. But it's not good, because you could easily mislead people and get the wrong idea, and make a fool out of yourself talking about something that isn't even real. So it's the Wild West now online. It's a bit scary.